I believe this is winners. No, excuse me, losers top 8. We got the House of 3000 team kill. We got Jen versus Ralphie.
Another 2 players who really came up strong in the Smash 4 New York scene, man. These kids, nowhere to be found in Brawl. Of course, they were like
super late into the game too. Like only pretty much this past year is when I first started to see their names pop up, particularly Jen when he took a set off of Light. I was like, who is this? It was a Ryu, but can he do it again? And he consistently was playing at that skill. And as well as Ralphie, his ability to play Cloud in the NY area, definitely the premier Cloud of the area of late.
Yeah, these guys are sick for sure. We see Jen opting for Sheik rather than his typical Ryu. He's been picking this character up a lot, kind of doubting Ryu's capability in the metagame. I kind of agree. I think his ceiling is a bit low. Sheik, though, one of the characters that you could win the entire match on paper and then just make one bad read and get killed for it way earlier than you can kill them.
Exactly, especially in this matchup as well. You can get Cloud all the way to 100 some odd %, but can you seal the deal? And that's the difference between the best Sheiks and the mediocre Sheiks. And even though this is Town and City, the big key is that Jen must seal these stocks out. As we're already seeing, Ralphie turning it up a bit here.
Yeah, Sheik and Ryu, I just want to point out that contrast. So different, right? Where Ryu, even though technically not the best character, can still really do a lot of damage, go really far in a bracket, beat almost any opponent. Whereas Sheik, you could lose to anybody as well, despite being extremely good in terms of frame data, matchups, all that stuff. It's just about making the clutch plays. We got to see what Jen can do.
Exactly, and I understand where he's going with this pick here because he doesn't want to get walled up consistently by Cloud. He doesn't want the disjoint just to keep Ryu at max distance, and it doesn't matter if you can't get your true Shoryuken confirms. It'll still occur early, but if you can never get in, what's the point? So I like the idea that he went with this, but Ralphie is going to have the advantage all the way through with his kill potential, and that dash attack is actually going to take it, both of them at high %, and now Ralphie still has limit.
Yeah, all things considered, a fairly rough matchup for Cloud. Can get taken off the stage at any % as well. But as long as you're able to hold on, make sure you make smart recoveries, and you could really be outliving Sheik, out-killing Sheik.
Yeah, that's a huge key point to playing Cloud in general. Like, the whole, oh, I can edge guard him thing, that needs to be irrelevant if you're playing a strong Cloud. You have to work your angles, make sure you tech, and have limit as much as possible, particularly in a matchup like this. As we've seen, he hasn't ripped it for damage or anything. He's going to hold on to it so Jen can't get one of those free edge guards.
All right, Ralphie hanging on to the stock still, though. Just looking for trades, little bits of damage. Of course, he also has Rage, so that's going to alter his combo game a bit, too.
Yeah, he's just going for a lot of small hits right now, just trading away with Jen, because at the end of the day, while he still has all this damage on his stock, he's still coming out on top. And Jen already racked up to 62%. Near the ledge, Rage side B could possibly steal a stock.
Definitely now at 73. We'll see what Ralphie has, trying to catch the regular get up with that long-lasting down air. Gets back, not even tagged by the up B from Jen. Ralphie going a little bit ham off the stage, but smartly so.
Yeah, finally having a blow limit there, so now he's forced into an edge guard situation. Well, he did not get the hit in the needles, which could have confirmed it to a kill. Jen really needs to seal this out.
And this is one of Sheik's biggest problems when you're above the up throw, up air 50-50 range. It's really hard to peel a stock off. Pretty much has to get forward air near the edge, and a little more near to the edge than that.
Yeah, he has to get one right around here, and the early pull was working for a second, but Jen was able to recover and gets the fair, like you said, able to take it out. I like the fact that Ralphie's just kind of stalling on the center platform. Like, okay, you can't get me up here. I'm just gonna get a little bit free charge. And as you can see, it looks like Jen's getting a little bit antsy. Like he's trying to go in a little bit more than necessary while he's at this 100% deficit.
He knows how much he can get off of one conversion with Sheik, especially against Cloud. You can take him off stage, possibly get the big win. But there we go, limit all of a sudden on the board for Ralphie. That's gonna get him back for free one time. And again, if he could charge up.
Yeah, that was a clean, like very much a bread and butter conversion, and actually got rid of the limit in exchange as well. So he's put himself back into the running for this match. Doesn't get the tech chase, unfortunately, but does get the punish on the hit on shield.
Let's not forget these guys, teammates, good friends, practice partners. Would not be too surprised to see Jen just pick Ralphie's habits apart from experience and make this comeback.
Yeah, now, get those roommate reads. Like, you play somebody so many times in a row, like mix-ups don't work as much nearly anymore. Usually simple options are what end up taking you out because you don't expect it. But he has evened this back up. We were looking at 107-0, and now it's 132-105. So very solid stuff on Jen so far. Oh, but does it get all the hits of the up air?
I've noticed that twice now. Ralphie is actually intentionally SDIing out of the up air.
Okay.
He did it before. Very smart stuff. Also a little risky because if you're mashing up like that, because that's the way out, you could kill yourself a little bit earlier from the final hit. But smart by Ralphie, making sure the final hit's not even a factor.
It's one of those situations where if it works, you look like a genius. But if you end up dying,
right,
you know that you can get out. You just happen to miss it that time.
Right, and you could be extra next level and DI up while you see multi-hits, but if you realize, okay, the final hit's connecting, just switch to horizontal and live,
Yeah, don't ride it out the whole way. You're going to give up a charity stock. And as we said before, you know, Jen did a great job. He was starting to pick apart a lot of Ralphie's habits, but he just caught him with an anti-air F-tilt and able to seal it out. I'm relatively surprised that Ralphie didn't ban FD, so maybe it's a player comfort pick between the two of them, but he actually let this rock.
I feel like maybe Lilat's a little bit worse for this just because Sheik is a wizard there. She has a lot of good needle angles and stuff too.
Yeah, regardless of what Cloud can do with the platforms, if you can't make it back to stage, it doesn't matter. So, and it's working out pretty well for him. He's still doing a very solid job of contesting in center stage, and that has an immense amount of knockback for no reason.
Oh, tries to catch the roll, landing up air. Smart by Ralphie, but it's going to be Jen taking center stage back. Had the slightest lead. Oh, takes it back. I feel like it still matters just so much between needles and limit charge.
Agreed. Like, you have to take every bit of damage that you can with Sheik. And he's been doing a very good job of consistently racking up this damage. It's just, he just hasn't been able to seal it out when it's necessary. But he's looking much more confident so far in this game, too.
Love the cross slash at a disadvantage. Most people are only expecting to block one hit. Sometimes they let their guard down. Okay, we've got the up throw. It's not going to be a kill, even if he got the up air. Smart by Jen to hesitate. Not steal his up air as well.
Yep, not making any attempts on up smash here either, and actually able to get far enough away that the only punish he was going to pull was the throw. Does get the nair, though, and I'm pretty sure that was his jump. Yep, that's it.
And also his stock.
Yep, solid stuff, making sure he kept his composure over there. Didn't go and hit him again, because could have forced Ralphie maybe a little bit further into the stage to get that up B.
Love that from Jen. Goes for 3 fairs, gets exactly as much damage as he would have for forward throw bouncing fish, but puts him in a better position at the end of the day.
And Jen being really really precise and surgical the way that he was taking apart that edge guard a second ago. Didn't get the full edge guard, but did push him all the way up to 58%, and currently sitting with a stock lead.
Oh, the dash attack, yes, covers a ton of options right there.
Yeah, Ralphie actually breathing a heavy sigh of relief right there. Like, okay, I got it. I still have the ability to run this back. He does not want Jen to bring this to game 3 because the way that Jen has been playing so far in this game 2 here, he's definitely picking up on a lot more habits. He's refusing to let Ralphie touch the ground.
Jen's Sheik looking good, man. This is looking like a main Sheik. You don't just take games off Ralphie.
Oh my God. Okay.
I hope I didn't curse him right there. Yo, Jen, your Sheik is sick.
I say your Sheik is dead.
Terminally ill. All right. Let's see. What does Ralphie have in the tank for a comeback here? Smart by Jen. Again, not snailing the up air out. I don't think that would have killed. Maybe with the cross up on his DI, though. Yeah,
trying to get him maybe to bounce a little bit further away with the other end of it. The up air is actually going to take it. We're going to bring this to game 3.
That was the DI cross up. You see how Ralphie went straight up?
Yep. I say it worked for him last time, but the fact that Jen as well was only at about 60%. He was able to convert on a kill last time. With only being about 60, I'm surprised he still opted to do that because the rage was way less. He might have still survived if he just didn't normal DI, but
I don't know, man. But down tilt to up air, got to point out how you opted for that conversion. A lot more reliable at those high percents. When the up throw will not set you up properly, and forward tilt is way past that range. Yeah, so smart. Tip or down tilt as well has a very favorable knockback angle, and that allowed him to get the up air for the kill. So now we're going to see Lila actually Ralphie being the one to pick it. I thought this may have been his ban, but
you know what? I definitely thought the same thing after you described that. I was like, you know what? It seems like a good idea. So now I'm just completely lost as to what they possibly banned before. Okay, does it opt to just wait it out and gets the grab, adds on a little bit of extra damage, smart stuff. And Jen's still looking very confident from that last game.
That bouncing fish drop was gorgeous. He could have hit him and basically covered the ledge grab as well. Very smart by Jen, but takes a
Cloud
beating.
things happening. Just they caught him with one up air and you end up racking up to 60. But that's one of the things in the matchup. You have to accept that that's going to occur. And as you can see, Jen not getting phased by that whatsoever, even with that lead he had before.
Got the chase down. Both of them whiffing in each other's face, but it's going to be Jen picking up that win in neutral. How far can he take this, though?
I like the fact that he kind of backed off a little bit because Ralphie was regaining his ground. And a lot of people like to get a little bit too antsy on that, and they'll get hard punished, just particularly by Cloud.
Okay, got the forward throw in there, yeah. Just nice and chunky.
Yep, free damage. I'm not sure what that up smash was for, but, you know, nothing really came about. being forced off stage. Jen trying to cover the down air and actually gets the 2-frame throw.
Okay, goes for the trump. Jen ready for that, gonna mash the jump out. Oh, and he sensed the fear, wrongly so though. Ralphie just wanted to get right back into the middle. Now it's him
that's
with stage
unfortunate.
control.
If he made that call, that would have been the stock, but unfortunately he did not guess correctly, and the dash attack is actually gonna take him out as well. Now Jen looking at having to look back up and try and get the lead back.
Even with the wacky ground right there, Jen recognizes that was a free shield grab. Let's see what he has. Just couldn't keep Ralphie pinned to the corner long enough, and now all of a sudden, one neutral when he took so much damage from that.
And it's just continuing. This is what we talked about before with Clouda and Lilat being able to convert so much off of these platforms. And the up air also not connecting, just out of range. And now Jen is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Really can't do much of anything at this point.
Ralphie just mashing on him at this point. Even the offstage up B was good enough to just take him back to the stage and start wailing on him again.
Jen trying to make his way back, getting trapped at the ledge and gonna get 2-frame by the F tilt, and that's gonna be it. Very, very solid conversions on Ralphie. The moment that he got the ball rolling, that was it. Jen could not stop the bleeding.
Yeah, saw literally one grab, and Cloud not known for his combos out of grab, right?
No, absolutely not.
But if you do manage to catch at that 25 to 40-ish%, you get the up air, ooh, you're going for a long time.
Yep, couple
Gotta be
airs.
ready to DI those.
Couple up airs and then airs. Just
In this matchup, because Zero Suit punishes super hard, especially, as you said, by the edge.
yeah, make sure that math homework is done correctly and get everything else done accordingly. And he just runs right in instead, goes for a grab, and already putting the pressure on Bankai. Rather than playing passive, he's playing a little more aggro.
Yeah, as annoying as John Numbers' playstyle could be interpreted as, it is inherently risky. Smash is a game where you want to be in the middle of the stage, as far from the blast zones as you can. Don't want to be in the corner, don't want to be on the edge. But somehow Numbers finds a way to make that work.
One of my favorite things about when I watch Numbers play this character is when he turns it on, when he does those go-in moments. And you're so used to the passive playstyle and that you think he's going to back off and zone you out at some point, and then he just goes in and you don't know how to handle it. As you're seeing here, he's just continuously juggling Bankai, refusing to let him touch the ground. Bankai finally forcing him back off stage, though, trying to go for the back air into the down B attempt, but the side B going to keep him safe.
Oh, the crouch is just absolutely brutal in this matchup, actually.
Yeah, very similar to that like early game when you saw a couple more Kirby's, particularly during customs. A lot of them would duck out of those things so they wouldn't get caught by that. And John Numbers, with the matchup knowledge, I'm actually going to properly DI his way out of that up B so he didn't lose his stock.
There we go, Bankai. Oh, no, not quite. Strikes with a nice back air, though.
And Bankai going fishing as well with the Zaire, does not get the hit, though. And as you see, Numbers just kept it calm and ended up reversing that situation. Like, he had him in disadvantage, and it didn't matter. But the down smash into the forward smash, very clean confirm, and to get it even this back up.
Dude, I just got to say, I've gone years without saying nice back air so deliberately, and then it just caught me right there. I got.
I try, and then after I say it, I won't call it out. I'm like, ugh, I did
Yeah,
it.
I gotta smack myself for that one.
Extraordinary back air.
Either way, we've got John Numbers just hanging on to the slightest of leads here. But oh, what? Miss a tech on the platform, take another 15
Double
twice.
nair into almost getting him on the call out with the up smash as well. I like the fact that Numbers retreated there, realizing that now Bankai has an advantage situation, but the whiff grab, as we see so many times with a lot of Zero Suits, ends up being the death of him, and John Numbers taking that first game.
Knowing how much reward you get off that makes it so tempting, right? But the opponent should and is generally looking out for it the whole time. Props to Numbers, the awareness. Again, this is what lets him take big wins with a character that's on the bottom 20% of the tier list.
Absolutely. It's just the mentality that he has. If you play neutral game properly and you force people to get... He's a mentality crusher. He makes you think that you don't deserve to win that match, even though the character inherently is not that great. But, you know, Bankai with the counter pick here to Battlefield, it is still, regardless of how good your defense could be, an extremely good counter pick for him.
We'll see. He just has to get his combo started from that higher elevation. Otherwise, sometimes the stage could work against Zero Suit a good bit. Huge boundaries make your confirms not work at certain percents.
That is true. He hasn't really been able to convert much on many combos either. He hasn't been able to get his nairs or any throws for that matter too. So he really needs to turn it up and get this pressure on John Numbers. Stop letting him be so comfortable.
Bankai seemingly everywhere at once with these down Vs, these tether cancels. Just everywhere.
All right, finally getting in there into the back air. They're starting to rack this damage up. But Numbers with good defense off to the side, not going to get hit. Gets called out on the air dodge, though, and actually manages to get back in with the falling up air.
Yeah, one bad air dodge into one good air dodge. Bankai, though, still hanging out to stage control. Not something that intimidates John Numbers all that much. Got to stay patient in these situations, even when you think you have his back to the wall.
As you're seeing, it looks like Bankai's swinging. He's swinging hard a little bit more than necessary. He's throwing out a lot of smash attacks in the up Bs, hoping to catch Numbers, but Numbers doesn't normally approach like that. But I like the attempt off stage. He just has not been able to convert. That
back air is so strong and safe, but very narrow hitbox. Requires a lot of precision to land.
As you can see, he just wiped his face with a little bit of frustration. They're like, I did not mean to do that. And now you got to clear your head, because in a game of chess, this is where Numbers wants you. He wants you thinking that he's 3 moves ahead as he's continuing to win on all these defensive interactions.
I feel like John's style doesn't even need to be moves ahead so much as he's just burning your turns away.
True. Yeah,
Every trade you take is just a sacrifice of one of his pawns.
Yeah, luckily Bankai was finally able to get through one of those pawns and get that down B and put himself back into a possible situation. Just throwing out a bunch of up smashes. I mean, they're working.
John Numbers does love to air dodge, so I appreciate the sentiment. Trying to just stick out something long-lasting and catch that. Now he's back to the ledge. Just runs right back to center, though. And here we go. Possibly something big for Bankai. Finally, the platform's coming into play, but still not the right timing or percents to get that to continue. Yeah, the one that he needed on the higher portion, unfortunately, he could not get the up air. But as we're seeing, he's really turning up a lot here. And his defensive routes have been really simple. He's just been double rolling and just walking away. And that's the type of stuff that throw off a player like Numbers, because you think the normal game plan works. No, you got to be unorthodox with some of the decisions you make to throw players like that off. Fight fire with fire. John Numbers definitely a fan of the double rolls and the very simple movement. Loves to charge his projectiles and either roll or block out of the charge. Plays the game at its most basic level in an extremely smart way. Simplicity is key sometimes, particularly with the characters such as Wii Fit. And Bankai able to get out of there. Doesn't get punished for the attempted dare in center stage. You see Zero Suit struggles against short characters. Even though Wii Fit's so tall when she's standing, John Numbers has been employing the crouch a lot to get him under so many of her approaches, namely back air. Yeah, as well as pretty much nullifying the attempt of throws too, because Bankai knows if he reads it, he just ducks and that's his stock. Let's see, what does Bankai have for this ledge trap? Again, that back air a little bit hard to hit. Got to make sure you're striking true. Oh, so smart. Yeah, the swiftness of that duck and calls him out against with that that neutral air. But Numbers has been utilizing that so well. Up throw not going to do it. I like the coverage he had with that volleyball. And that's going to be it, though. Gets the anti-air with the up air. And Bankai shaking his head. But this is the way Numbers plays, man. He was so, like, his strategy is so simple. And no matter how many times you play against it, you really can't adjust to it, because he just changed it up just a little bit every single time, and it works so well. I very much enjoy seeing that play. Start another one. We're gonna move on here. We got Roxas versus Light. The last couple times that Roxas has played against Light, it's gotten closer and closer. This kid has been on the come up, and he has only just recently come on the scene. Yeah, definitely one of the greatest success stories in Jersey in quite some time. Playing Bayonetta and Marth, really interesting and diverse mix of characters. Covers so many matchups with that. It's his neutral game. He's so solid at his fundamentals that he outplays a lot of even the strong, talented players. And I very much see him, particularly with this next generation of games coming out, gonna be in the upper echelon of players as time progresses. Oh, all these guys that you're seeing here in this top 8 are figures to watch out for with the next game on the horizon, especially the younger ones. Yes, Smash 4 was able to get all the way through its lifespan without a non-brawl vet winning one of these majors. So maybe in the next game, we can finally break that curse. I mean, Leo, does he really count as a brawl vet, though? I mean, he won brawl tourneys, though. Yeah, he did. You know how you also win tourneys? Getting double back airs on the Witch Time and only taking 47% so far on MVG's own Light. Yeah, Roxas looking really sharp. You saw he made that offstage situation last forever. Light barely got to play on that stock. Yeah, that's exactly how you want to deal with Light's playstyle, being so hyper-aggressive. He doesn't play defense. He forces you to fear his reckless offense and actually gets an interesting situation out of that down throw there. That's a weird corner glitch in Smash 4. It happens a lot right over the edges like that. Yeah, certain down throws will produce a knockdown instead of their normal knockback sometimes.
As we're seeing here, the Light is really starting to turn it up a bit, but that's exactly where Bayonetta wants you to be, being a little bit too aggro. So hopefully he can steal out the stock before this rage becomes a huge factor, getting carried towards the top. Only going to eat the backer, though.
Rox is getting the dream conversion twice in a row, starting a combo with up tilt, or I'm sorry, down tilt. First time he couldn't follow it up. Second time he took it a little bit, but still, that's generally her best way to open up a combo.
Yeah, Light starting to, as you see, he's respecting it a little bit more, going in situations where she's in disadvantage. Luckily not getting hit to the left, which would have forced yet another very long edge guard attempt from Roxas.
What does he have? Is he going to finish this? No,
Okay.
yeah. Light taking advantage of Fox's fast fall speed, just going to DI down and fall out of the Witch Twist. It's pretty hard to convert like that.
Yeah, we're seeing Roxas accordingly adjust to it, just opting for damage rather than trying to go to the top. Roxas doing a great job here of dealing with Light. Like, Light has been kind of running over people today, and Roxas is the first one to really put the brakes on.
Smart by Light, this time DIing out of the Witch Twist too, but not enough to get out of ABK into up air. That pretty much works forever and ever.
As I said before, man, like, just every time Roxas appears against a high-level player at Collision.
Took game one
Took
from
a game
Nairo.
off of Nairo, yeah. The last time that these two played, he didn't... actually, no, it was prior to that, but at Legend of Nintendo, he didn't beat Light any rounds, but he had the lead on Light through both rounds, and Light ran it back. That's not something most people could say in the same conversation, Nairo and Light, and he has also done really well against a lot of other top contenders, so I like the fact that he's consistently proving that he's there with the big boys.
Yeah, freshly ranked 5th in New Jersey as well, no easy feat. One of the strongest players on the come up for sure, and Light, we're a little bit more used to seeing this guy. He's made a name for himself over the past year and a half or so. Yeah. But Roxas, really, I'd say last 6 months, this kid has been making huge splashes.
Yeah, he's very much showing why he's a contender and continuously going toe-to-toe with Light. Very even percent here, though. Light turning it up a little bit here on FD. Doesn't really have to worry so much about getting trapped on the platforms and getting carried off the top.
Roxas trying to do some really creative stuff. Fair 1-2 into down air. Very rewarding if it worked, but I don't know how practical.
Yeah, Light recognized that situation, immediately jabbing out of there. And as you're seeing, Light is hitting him hitbox for hitbox because Roxas has been a lot more aggressive than Light, which is not normally something you could say, and actually tracks him all the way down to the side. Gets that up smash, and Light finally putting himself in the lead.
Just that little nudge over the edge was needed to reach her. Smart by Light.
All right, we're seeing Light just kind of retreating here. You know what, you can throw out those switch sounds all you want, but he's just going to slowly rack up this damage.
Yeah, he used it for the invincibility to get a running start, but ultimately that just stalled his witch time. So I don't know if that was too good.
Light went from 5% to 68, pretty much off of one dash attack. And now Roxas being buried and gets fair drag down tech chase, but does not get the hit.
Yeah, Light dropping a lot of those. Or I'm sorry, that was Odyssey that we saw before who dropped one of those. Light, normally amazing at it, so we'll give him a pass for one.
Yeah, normally, like, one of the things that a lot of players, after they've played Light a lot recently, is his reaction speed. Like, the fact that he tech chases and converts almost every time, and that was a very good showstopper from Light. That's game 2 there. After the way Roxas played that game 1, once he got the lead, he ran with it, and he never let him breathe.
You saw at one point, Light had the confirm into an up smash, got a dash attack instead. You could see his face. He was really upset about it, but he still managed to turn it into a kill. Wow, that was so crazy when he reached all the way off the stage.
Exactly. The ability to cover
right there
so much with Fox as, again, just baits out the witch time. He was already up a stock, so if he got hit, it's okay. I go out on a stock. It's not a big deal. And we're going to see the switch here to Town and City. We're in a really bad situation. The rising platform, luckily, able to get out, but he gets hit again, but falls out that time.
You know what? I was saying that down tilt's the optimal combo starter. It's actually up tilt. Gets you a little bit higher up there. Oh, and Roxas. Oh, he's just going to kill him.
Oh, my God.
He's just going
Roxas just picked apart that first stock from Light. Just went, it got one hit on the platform with that up tilt from the witch time, and just Light could not make it stop. So hopefully Light can find some kind of answer to what just happened.
Craziest part is that it wasn't even a roof combo. It was a series of reads in disadvantaged position for Fox. A couple witch times, so much damage too.
It was just Roxas straight up outplaying Light through that whole situation there, and now Light forced into a situation where he can't be as aggro as he was in the last game. He has to play safer.
Roxas went for heel slide there. He would have been in so much trouble, which is also another optimal combo starter for Bayo. I don't even know which one is the most desirable. They all turn into something disgusting.
Yep. Hey, pretty much every clip that you see from a Bayonetta getting an early kill, every one of those combo starters has earned at least a few.
Yeah, easily. All right, there we go. Just going to wait for the landing of that neutral air. Block, jab, but it doesn't matter. Roxas just still all over light, mashes out that frame 4 witch twist, stopping the approach. And the baits! That was definitely a bait. That was come hit me. Oh, no, actually
100%.
don't. You can't.
He actually almost got him with that back air on a side B as well. That could have been curtains for Light. Light currently sitting at 99% to 105 from Roxas. Roxas looking prime position to possibly take an upset early on. Well, not so much early, but take an upset on Light here.
A late upset, but a very valid one.
Yeah, very much one of the people pegged to be in the grand final section area, and Roxas trying to show him exactly why he's on the next level. And he calls him out on the jump attempt. Doesn't get the back air, though, from the air dodge. He's definitely waiting for it, but just a little bit misspaced.
I believe Light's DIing in on those ABKs, which is putting him just out of range of the back hit of up air. Very smart. We saw it worked at 150% without the good DI in the last game, or in the first game. But either way, it's going to be Roxas staying... Sorry, allergies are awful. Staying all over Light.
And Roxas coming out on top 2-1 over Light. That is not something that you expect. And now people in losers, yeah, Ralphie with the proper look on his face right now. Like, now you have to deal with Light and losers, and Roxas is putting himself in the other side of winners finals.
Yeah, good to see that their back shots. DA, we got their best player right now on the sticks. That's going to be Venia, the Greninja, man. This guy is a monster.
Yeah, their best player.
I'm sorry, Shinji. Shinji is their best player.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Shinji is DA as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, both of them, two of the best, actually no, the best characters of their character representation with the Greninja and the Pac-Man. Venia, when he goes off, he goes off. He does not let you breathe. And like, when you see the Greninja combos that pop up on, like, Japanese Twitter every once in a while, he's pulling those off mid-match. This man is insane.
Yeah, I want to say his combos aren't as crazy and elaborate as the vines, but they're very practical, and for how practical they are, they're sick. Like, look at this. Banana, weak nair, up smash. Nothing insane, right? Like, it wouldn't take years to think of that, but it's to pull it off and turning against a player like Dill, really good.
Exactly, especially against the caliber of a player like Dill. Like, when you can make those a part of your bread and butter repertoire, that is insane to be able to have that much extra toolkit to you. And he's doing a great job of really pressuring Dill right now. Dill, one of the epitomes of patient playstyle and doing it well, and Venia wants nothing to do with that.
Yeah, if you can overwhelm players like this, generally that's where you're going to see them falter. Venia, though, also has the option to take to the other side of the stage, throw projectiles, play Dill's game a little bit, and also use Greninja's ridiculous mobility to get away.
Exactly. Being able to zone out while also being an offensive pressure character, you make people get really antsy. Like, they get scared because they need to get in on you, and now you're just throwing out a bunch of projectiles. That up throw is not going to take it just yet. A few more percent, though, will.
And
all right, this one, it is going to take it. Okay. Good recognition from him as well, getting the extra pummel just in case.
I heard something crazy that Greninja's up throw, because of the low damage that it deals when it stales, you have to deal extra damage in between up throws or else it's just not going to kill you.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you grab at 1% below kill threshold and then you up throw and then grab again and up throw, they'll keep living. So you have to do either pummels or some other move in between to make a kill.
That's good to know.
So I've been told by a very good Greninja player.
Hey, you know what? There's so few and far in between. It's like being able to hear that extra bit of knowledge is great for your toolkit later on, because it's not often you run across a player like this, but when you do, they make you feel stupid when you don't know that matchup. Speaking of early things as well, what great things from that up air, the up throw, the confirm into up air, that Greninja kills so early off that up air.
If you make the right read or get the very small percent range where it's actually going to kill you, yeah, it's ridiculous, especially from the top platform at Battlefield or something.
You know, I can appreciate what Venia was trying to do there. Like, Dill was definitely in a point where he pretty much can only take that angle, but Dill saw through it, knew he had the time, so good stuff on him not getting hit by that down air. Yeah,
Diddy can be so creative with that up B release too. You could fly all over the place. Drives me nuts when I hear people say he has bad recovery.
Same. Like, the fact that he can stall, and the Diddy's have made some obnoxiously long comebacks to win tournaments just by somebody leaving them alone off stage because they think that they won. And even right here at this 132%, Venia's still giving Dill plenty of respect because he knows that Diddy can win these neutral interactions pretty well, just slowly racking up his damage.
I don't even think Dill thought that monkey flip was going to connect. Now all of a sudden he's back in this. 78, not unwinnable by any means. Just can't get hit by anything huge. Forward air, I'd say, is in that category, but cross stage, fortunately, he's going to hang on a little bit. Smart by Dill, just hanging on to his shield in the corner. Doesn't want to make any reckless moves. Greninja really good at trapping you there.
Yeah, Dill doing what Dill does best and actually slowly bringing this back. And now Venya looking at possible kill percent here from a down tilt into up smash confirmed. He has to be careful, but the up throw is going to finally take it, being able to run in and finally get the right call.
Trips on his own banana. Venya setting the traps. There was no escape at that point. Had to pretty much roll to center or maybe hope to dash through Venya before the grab came out. And either way, rolling into the center is so predictable. You don't want to be doing that when you're a kill percent.
Exactly. One of the things that I think Venya has as well from the item play practice is the fact that Sinji is, with them practicing so much, Sinji having the epitome of item game in this game. Like, it allows him to get a lot better usage out of the opponent's tools than himself. And he was really making Dill's banana work way better for him than Dill was.
And a good Diddy Kong himself, Sinji. So Venya with no shortage of hands-on experience. Plus, these guys play almost on a weekly basis.
Yeah, pretty much every single week. This is winter semis to winners finals type area right here, as it should be.
All these players pretty much have their Wednesday evenings booked off. They come here, they grind it out, strive for that first place, and one of these two is going to be making it to winners finals. We'll see who it is. Venya up a game, but still getting the better of him in the early stages of this match. We'll see how it unfolds.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure that these players are a little bit more excited to see that it's Roxas on the other side, but with the way that Roxas is playing today, I don't know if anybody should be happy about that whatsoever. And so far, still looking much better here with this Battlefield pick and just kind of slowly racking up this damage over Venya.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's stoked to go play the Bayonetta, even if it means they don't have to run into Light. Whoever goes to losers, though, if they want to win this tournament, they're going to have to go through Light. Such an unforgiving bracket.
It really is. Like, the quality of content that is out here in the NY area is just so strong. It's great to see all these extra tournaments that have been coming out, but you got to support some of these like Xenosaga here, and you're seeing the high quality of play coming in. Venya just bringing this lead back.
Pressure was insane from underneath the platform, and we see Venya keeping it up at the edge, using the banana as well. This man is not afraid to mess with items. It's something I see a lot of people hesitate to do against Diddy Kong. They're like, you know what, he's going to be better with it than I am anyway, which I have to agree with. Most of the time that's the case, but if you're really confident and really practiced, why not?
Usually the one Diddy Kong I see consistently bait people into grabbing his own banana and punishing it is Zenodo. Like that, he was the one I saw the most doing it. Dill was doing a solid job earlier, but Venya has just been, every time he's been there to get the banana and force Dill to not be able to just get that first trip animation off it.
Greninja forward tilt coming pretty close to killing it. Venya just wants to push Dill away, somehow make this man not return. Oh, and that's exactly why he knows that Diddy has a lot of clever ways out of the corner, and Dill not afraid to just sit there and shield. A lot of people will panic roll in. Oh, as I say that, Dill does exactly that.
Yeah, Dill, you know, he gets pushed away. It has to go high, and unfortunately Venya backed off, so he couldn't punish it.
Could have just gone for the up smash, but a little bit of hesitation going to cost him. Now we see Dill, I believe, at the up throw kill percent. Not going to matter, though. All that rage wiped off the table. Venya's going to need to either do a lot more damage or land something that's not a grab.
Yeah, that's exactly what Venya did not want to happen. He finally had him at kill throw percent range, so he didn't have to chase him down nearly as much. And now he's forced to get an actual confirm. Venya forcing him to the ledge, just kind of respecting his space. It just gets the F tilt, though, and that's going to end up taking it out.
I feel like I've maybe once ever seen that kill before now.
Same. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that kill, to be completely honest.
Not as weak as I had thought, because that time it looked like Dill DI'd it, and it still killed him around 180. It's okay. It's pretty decent.
Yep, good knowledge on Venya knowing his toolkit that he has available. Sometimes you see people forget that you still need to know what kills at those high percents, and then they don't go for it. Not Venya, though.
Right. I don't even know if he was shooting a kill there. He might have just wanted to hit him back off the edge.
Just continue his edge guarding attempt, and he just happened to die to it. It was directly horizontal the way he went, too, so it's a weird angle. But not an angle. Oh.
Yeah, still can't doubt Venya's knowledge of this character. Dude is an expert. 50% down here. Got to see what he can make of this corner trap. Dill, again, so comfortable, especially because when he has the banana, all he needs to do is walk forward and block something, and then he gets stage control, he gets a big punish.
And Dill doing a great job of, he's beating Venya at what he wants. Venya has gone in many times to try and get one of these throws or the nair, but finally gets in and racks that damage up so fast it puts him back to 80%. And that up smash is so strong, I actually reared back thinking he might die for a second.
Gotta hate getting hit by those combos because so much of it is techable, but because the hit lag on Greninja's moves is weird, either multi-hits on up air drag down or the stop you get when you hit with down air, it throws your timing off. That timing, though, pretty reliable, pretty tried and true. I don't think we're going to see Dill drop that.
No, absolutely not. The bread and butter of Diddy Kong's when it comes to that down tilt into up smash. You know, you see a lot of people in the background just clapping it up all over time. But hey, it's a part of his toolkit. And Venya, unfortunately, finally getting clipped by it, did a great job of bringing it back at the end. But even so, Dill didn't look like he was panicking whatsoever. Even after he got that big combo on him, he still played patient exactly how he wanted. It was able to close that out.
Game 3, Final Destination, how fitting. We're going to see Venya opt to play the mid-screen game for a little bit. Kind of interesting, but I can't blame him. His shurikens are able to clank out the banana, cut right through the peanut.
Yeah, where normally most characters would have an issue with this, with Diddy Kong having the banana, like this is a great stage for Diddy Kong to have extra stage control. He's just throwing out these shurikens and just challenging the space like, cool, I don't need to go in.
It also goes further.
Yeah, it's true.
Does, yeah.
Yeah, so Venya doing a great job to control the space, but Dill finally going in and starting to put on a little bit of damage here.
There we go, gets right in there with the up throw. Venya looking for an air dodge, but it doesn't matter. Dill had to jump away and put himself in a position where he couldn't punish that whipped up smash. Venya, good risk management here.
Yeah, he definitely has that knowledge of what is a functional option to go for here, and if I whiff it, not too much of a bad punish. But this is a much slower gameplay here. We're a minute in, we're just finally cracking 50%.
Yeah, they pretty much chose to spend the whole first 30 seconds away from each other. Now they're finally getting a little bit scrappy here. Venya with the drag down, but no dash attack afterward. I thought he was just going to go for turnaround grab. Probably would have linked, but of course in the heat of the moment, it's always a little bit harder.
Yeah, you know, at first I thought he was just maybe going for like a tech chase roll read or something with Dill mashing out, trying to get out of there. But Dill just staying still so he didn't get hit.
Definitely a lot of layers, a lot of possibilities that it could have been.
It's a scary. It's kind of like restands in fighting games.
Yep.
When you get like you would have a normal like get up option from some characters that is good with armor or something. But when you restand, you're just forced back in the same situation while they're already at advantage. And Greninja, one of the few characters that really puts that pressure on you in this game.
Especially with the drag down up airs, when you don't get to tech it. Like if he's still above you, yeah. Or I guess when you do get to tech it, same thing. It's a knockdown situation. Either way, these guys vying for the first stock real hard right now. I like that by Venya. He read the air dodge, but Dill initiated a little bit too low for the forward smash to outlast it.
Yeah, it was a good call. Unfortunately, just pulled the trigger a slight hair too late in Dill somehow keeping himself alive, but the hard punish there finally coming in from Venya, getting the F smash there.
Keen awareness. Didn't go for something like a turnaround grab. He was like, I know I have enough frames to kill you here.
Yeah, that's always unfortunate when you see somebody like go for a grab in a situation where they could have just killed. It's like, no. But Venya keeping himself collected. Definitely way too good of a player in terms of being at the top point of weeklies and other consistent tournaments. Doesn't let that get to him.
Yeah, this guy, both of these guys, because Dill, of course, is part of the team that runs the tournament, always at events.
I'm sorry, but he just used a reverse monkey flip kick on, okay. You
Yeah.
know what? That's actually pretty smart.
It definitely is. You're not really threatened too much by Greninja. You might get pushed back a little bit. I mean, if you do get pushed back and you use the kick, maybe you'd be screwed, but I feel like it's hard to sneak the water behind him at that angle.
One of the few times I've seen anybody like challenge a Greninja up B like that is Light will go off the side of the stage and use Firefox and challenge it as it comes in because he can't get by it. He's going to be forced into the fire. But that was very smart on Dill's part there.
Tried to do it with up B right there as well. Just pretty desperate to peel this stock off. 180, almost anything's going to do it if you're close enough to the edge. Forward throw for sure. Yeah,
Dill can't play the game that he wants. Venya is forcing him to come into his range and taking excellent angles with these up Bs to get out of there.
Oh, and you better tech those, Holmes. Oh!
Smart. Did not go for a defensive option and threw out that fair. Now, if Venya blocked it, then, yeah, that would have been a bad situation. But Venya definitely fishing for that F smash there to try and push him off.
Wow, goes for the roll in. Such a bold option, and Dill wasn't ready for it.
And Dill actually not getting hit by the knockback part, and then the slap is just going to get him right out of here. Now he doesn't have to worry so much about the up airs.
Venya laughing it off, not even scared of this potential comeback here.
Yeah, Venya really feeling himself right now. Like the way that he's been going for these conversions and really outplaying Dill's game, he's definitely feeling himself and forcing Dill into a very stressful situation.
Let's be real, this guy's a headstrong, confident player. He does not let stuff get to him like that. If he's in the zone, it's hard to take him out of it. Let's see what Dill has for this. Oh, that could have been really ugly. Could have taken himself out of the zone.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to see. Somebody at 0% who's just dominating the game, who ends up just SDing. And now he forced himself into disadvantage, and he just ate 48% for it.
Just lost half of his lead, getting a little bit too hungry for the kill here. Still going to force Dill off the stage with that forward air. Almost sniping out the up B. That would have been the game.
Just look at the difference since he went for that that back air. He has now. Oh my God! He actually ended up losing because of it. He decided to give up stage advantage one time, and Dill made him pay for it with an amazing comeback. He was so far behind, and he gets him with the stage spike, and Venya just looking completely lost. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
That was his game, too. That looked so comfortably in his hands, but just got a little bit too confident, I think. When he went off for that back air, that was really the deciding moment of the game.
Exactly. Like, sometimes I get why he did it. Sometimes you want to throw people off, make them miss their timing, think, okay, nothing's going to happen, and I'm going to recover for free. I'm going to let him recover for free. Nope, never mind. I saw Mushroom Kingdom, so I thought they were button checking.
Young players as well. Graduating high school, both of them right now, I think. So I'm looking to see them in CSL next season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, both of them coming out of high school and very much on the come up for the future events that we're going to see a whole lot more of them traveling, which I'm looking forward to.
Love that from Ralphie, using the jump into side B from the edge. Again, taking advantage of the fact that a lot of people are just looking to block one single hit when their opponent's in the air and then respond.
We're seeing Light turn it up a notch here. Like, he's definitely looking. Look at the murder face he has going on right now. I don't think I've seen that face in quite some time.
Light definitely has that intense look. When he wants blood, you'll know it.
Yeah, like, he's a very goofy individual when you're talking to him off stage, but when he's in game, he is focused. But Ralphie also very much one of those super passionate players, and he's not going to let any of that intimidation get to him because he wants to do it as well.
Love the wall jump neutral air. That was gorgeous stuff.
Yeah, that was clean. Unfortunately, the back air coming through and is going to end up taking out that stock, but I like that. When you're in disadvantage and you end up making people back off because of decisions like that, now they have to think about it in the future. It's not just a free edge guard.
Light burning him with the fire right there.
They actually ended up re-grabbing. Luckily, didn't lose his stock in exchange, which Ralphie very much could use right now.
You can see the hesitation from Ralphie when it came to hitting that Firefox, and yeah, that has really cost him. Light taking that one little opportunity and running with it. He's got some wall jumps of his own to get himself out of a bad spot.
Yep, and as you see, Light's starting to feel himself a little bit. When he goes for a lot of these side Bs, he's feeling confident, and now he has no jump either. Oh, excuse me, he did have a jump, but he was forced to blow his limit. Yeah,
no jump was going to reach that far.
Oh, no, he actually didn't attack it. Excuse me.
I think what's most impressive about Light isn't even how fast he can react to the tech chase situations, but how good he is at picking options that's going to cover the missed tech chase. You saw that he was able to get his shield up right there, but Light was still ready for a grab.
Absolutely. I pre-anticipated because I've seen it for years now. Every time I see someone get that text, like, yep, he's gonna roll read that. They're gonna die. And of course he drops it the one time. But the play that Light is going on right now, this is premier Light we're used to seeing. His aggressive style can smother even the most defensive players in this game and really make them feel lost.
Yeah. Of course, Ralphie not in that category or anything, but the fact that he's not one of these brick wall players makes it even easier to choke him out.
Exactly. Like when you strangle somebody who's meant to be in your face as well, such as Cloud, with that disjoint, it's very hard to regain your composure. But he's looking a little bit better so far in this game too.
It's all about fighting the fire with fire sometimes. And I don't know if Ralphie's going to be able to match the speed and aggression of Light right now. He needs to make some attempts at it. Of course, 80% not enough to die from the side B, but damage and offstage, can't complain with that either.
I like it because usually you'll see a lot. There it is. Like that.
Sense the fear.
Yep, that's what I was waiting for before. And, you get, what was I saying before? Light likes to land with hitboxes a lot. He likes to land with an aggressive landing, so pulling out that side B before was kind of smart just for damage's sake. Like, you have to take your opportunities of going in when you can against them. Ralphie hopefully can get something out of this edge guard here, but Light just getting right back to center stage.
Well, the short hop air dodge, not safe for Fox. What do you have off this downer? Wow, the pivot grab, not even a real combo, just decided to get the stage positioning. I like that, though, because it's an opportunity to get Cloud off stage and kill him.
And he's actually not going to die from that dash attack either, but it's like you said, not one of those true combos, but because he's forced into fear to hold shield, you assume maybe a dash attack's going to follow.
Right.
And it just continues the pressure. It's like, okay, now what do I do? I'm at disadvantage off stage.
That's Fox's whole game. Because he doesn't get that much reward off grabs, you always count it out of the equation, but that makes it the most desirable thing for him to try to open you up with.
Okay, so we got to make sure we point out Devin pulled the trigger a little early. It's okay. Like I said, performance issues, you know, they happen. It's all right. It's all right.
Got another stock, but for how long is the question?
Not too much longer if he gets hit by another one of those. Good stall, but wow, Light actually didn't down smash or anything there.
Yeah, I was expecting an up tilt, but either way, Ralphie with another lease on life here. Let's see what he's got. The weak up air, that's going to guarantee him a strong one right after.
Ralphie, okay, managing to make it get back to the stage and actually reversing the situation. Light might end up paying for that missed edge guard attempt.
That little vertical momentum kill with his side B was almost everything right there, but instead, just going to drop the set 2-0. Light moving on in the winner's bracket, or loser's bracket, sorry.
Yep, and you know, Light getting put there relatively early, and well, actually not. I say it again. Got upset by Roxas, who played spectacular and really showed that he's not letting that get to him. Ended up taking the 2-0 over Ralphie, who they've had really good historic sets. I'm actually going to be stepping off.
Joined by
Maximilian Ketchup. What's good, guys?
So, this set, like these two players, Venia has, I believe, a huge set advantage over Numbers. It's career, yeah. It's like this is going to be, if Numbers manages to figure this out, that will be huge for him, especially at a big event like this Xenosaga. That being said, there are so many tools like Greninja has that make Wii Fit's life absolutely nightmarish.
Yeah, another projectile character with a lot of speed. She's basically fighting a version of herself with better buttons. We'll see what Numbers is able to do, though. Of course, the historic advantage has been so strong for Venia, right? But maybe you could cook something up, or maybe just, you know, even if it's 10-1, right? Maybe that one is going to come through.
Yeah, and right now, Numbers not looking like he's in a terrible spot, but one of the issues is when it gets to be kill percent, you see Venia, he has this down tilt in his mind as he's getting ready for, probably that up smash. Numbers on the ledge, he definitely is okay with being here. And for the most part, I actually love that. I always love when people do that. Just a little footstool to make sure that you sort of land.
Right. Okay, Venia. Oh, what? I did not see that coming at all. I thought the up tilt was actually going to connect, and then it would be a 50-50 to up air, but instead, John Numbers just going to whiff right in his face. Let's see how much of a lead Venia can build, shooting completely the wrong direction.
Very unfortunate. And by dropping that stock, he's also lost all that rage, and Wii Fit Trainer really struggles to kill. Probably a forward tilt. It may be a forward tilt with some deep breathing will be his best option, because I don't think Venia gotten hit by a single stun. He's maybe got hit by one so far, but his evasion has just been on point. Numbers is going to have to get in his face for the kill.
I mean, props to him for still being alive, because if I got hit by even just one stun, I would absolutely melt.
Okay.
Water just taking him away, but still manages to get hit by the ball.
Yeah, but Numbers doesn't want weak hits like that. He wants something bigger, a beautiful tech, avoiding probably some type of highlight reel. He's go off stage, reading the air dodge. Right now, Numbers has to make it back, and I can't believe
this man
that.
is crazy! He knows John Numbers has a tendency to throw those projectiles off stage. It's his favorite thing to do. Kind of plays possum the whole time, right? Pretends, oh, what am I going to do? I'm off stage. Oh, you're going to get kicked in the face by a frog.
I want to point out, he had to start doing that side B, like, as soon as he got off the ledge. I think that might have been like a suicide read. Like, if that didn't work out, he was dropping that stock. But that's the sort of call-out that really screams, I am confident in what you're going to do, and I'm confident that I can take this set.
I think because of Greninja's ridiculous double jump, he could have made it back, but it doesn't matter. That is a message sent right there. That's like, yeah, we're just putting all the cards on the table. And Venia certainly was holding an ace there.
Oof. Right now, these two are going a little bit back and forth, not quite as even as that first game, and we still know how that ended. Numbers, like, really the kill has to be in his mind. It needs to be what he's focused on building towards. And right now, Venia, like, the verticality, how do you even deal with that as Wii Fit Trainer?
I feel like it's impossible to run away from this character. can't really out-camp him. And then when you do get up in his face, again, he's just got better buttons than you, and you have to respect that and make a little bit of space. We Fit, not the best whiff punish character.
Numbers going, okay. Almost had a bit of a repeat situation there.
Greninja's trying to play some soccer right there.
Yeah, both of these players, their recoveries have been immaculate so far. Numbers, though, you know, he's the one who puts himself off stage willingly, but Venia also doing a little bit of that, going deep, as we're seeing right here. I don't even know what happened.
Where is the ball? Where did that go?
It was polo, you know, water polo or whatever. Is there a ball in water polo?
Wow, that was almost a straight kill as well. Venia still just looking for these opportunities. The back air not strong enough in terms of raw power, but John Numbers has to make some good guesses to get back on stage. There we go. Oh.
I mean, I like the idea behind that, but once again, Venia just knows what's up. And speaking of up, the up throw and the up B, neither of them killing, but the back air finally going to end Numbers' stock, and he is at quite a disadvantage here.
Just squeezing all the life out of him there, making him panic multiple times. What's your defensive option? What's your defensive option? And eventually you're going to choose wrong.
Oh, I do like that defensive option. Numbers ledge canceling his air dodge to get out of that frame trap situation. And at this point, he hasn't even touched Venia since he came back. Venia once again just playing super evasive, and now that Numbers has to approach, like really has to approach, he is just using that to his advantage. It's interesting, just because he somehow, like, Venia, despite being hyper aggressive, still like just plays even better when people are approaching him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like this spacing game.
Yeah. I don't know if he's aggressive so much as just fast. You know, this character can be everywhere.
And he makes it back after all of that. And oh, is this some combo?
Both of these two are insane off the stage. And of course, since they play so much, Venia is conditioned to fighting Numbers in his natural habitat like that. Oh, no! How? Again! Again! Venia taking 2 games in a row with ridiculous Shadow Sneak kills. One all the way out, one all the way in off the stage. That was crazy!
The rubber band. I have to say, so, like, I was expecting, like, you know, Numbers have to come up with new strats in order to deal with Venia, but, like, Venia, after all this time, is still popping out stuff that I've never seen before.
I mean, that's why that set record is very strongly in his favor, it seems.
Yeah.
Time. All right, winners finals, baby. Let's kick it off. 3 out of 5. Let's go. Roxas, the unsung hero of New Jersey, man. Ranked 5th on the Fresh PR. This kid came out of nowhere. I do not know where he spawned. Was it Wi-Fi? Was it locals? I don't know. I'm from the state, and I presumably live within like 30 miles of the kid.
Yeah, I first heard of him at, it was at Neb's 100, where I think he placed 9th. And I have been like, wait, who is this kid? And over time, we've just been seeing that he has the skills and the results that force you to respect him as a player, despite the fact he's so young.
And not just a one-trick pony with Bayonetta, very sick Marth player as well. That was his go-to before she dropped, and even afterward, for certain matchups, I think that's a really good pick. Marth can win harder against some characters.
Okay, this could be big. Oh, interesting. Oh, with Banana in hand, you couldn't just go for the up air finisher.
Yeah, if he had those, though, you could Z drop up air, but you got to be on point with the execution.
I think that might have been what he tried to do. But, oh, this time he doesn't have Banana in hand, so that back air will actually finish the stock. Roxas right now with a huge lead.
Just not letting Dill play so far. Oh, Dill with the no drop, angel drop. Just wanted to go for a down air to cover ledge jump there, and that can work. Only thing being they're generally going to be holding in so they can protect the stage most of the time.
And also, Bayo, her up B. Like, a lot of the times they'll do, like, ledge jump up B or even, you know, like, drop off an up B. And I believe Diddy Kong's down air does not beat up B, right?
It's just a matter of timing, because there's frames before you're able to act out of ledge jump that you're vulnerable for. So if you line it up, it could work out, but...
that's extremely tight.
Yeah, you need the banana to, like, also make it a way more forgiving window, but also just nudge her forward over the edge.
In the meantime, though, we see that Roxas, the lead is not quite as convincing as it was, as the stock actually vanishes. Dill managing to essentially even it up, considering that, like, both these characters will combo each other super hard. Like, look how much damage he's going to get right here.
People give Bayo flack, man, for how reliable her combo game is, but Diddy Kong, that is a tried and true right there. Either banana or down tilt or both into an up smash.
Oh, look at that pressure. Looking like Toon Link with like 7 projectiles out at once.
Keeping the screen nice and full. Dill has brought this all the way back at this point. A single peanut or banana hit is going to put him back in the lead, or at least make it dead even.
And I know that Roxas is a younger player, and when you're riding so high, you know, when you just come off of some great wins and you're in a really good place, and then you like have that big lead, and then it starts to vanish away from you. That's when your mentality can start to slip if you haven't been like, you know, competing for years. So I'm wondering if this like first game here will be a huge dictator for the rest of the pace of the set, because like Roxas, I think right now he needs to get some of that momentum from the first stock back.
Yeah, we'll have to see. His gameplay definitely wise beyond his ears. I get the same kind of vibe from MK Leo. Doesn't seem to be the type to panic despite the age, right? Well, little kids are kind of jittery and nervous, but Roxas looks so composed.
Oh, will this be it?
Oh, no. Yeah, just not quite, but still a lot of damage. Again, in the lead here. Oh, but a little bit too impatient.
Yeah, and it's really hard to like guess that, you know, because Dill, he loves to throw out those hitboxes. He loves to make sure that like when you're at the ledge, you're pressured at the ledge. But that it was just like such a risky situation there. Made the bad call, which meant that Dill was able to take that game 1. Roxas nodding his head. I don't know, he looks a little jittery to me. A little bit shaking in the legs, you know what I mean? A lot certainly is on the line, so let's see if he can maybe get a little bit of that momentum back in his corner, or whether Dill will just run him over with that consistency we spoke of before.
That monkey flip on shield going unpunished. That could have been a huge start for Roxas. Maybe he just tried to do the up B out of shield and it didn't come out. Looked like he paused there for a second. Either way, we're going to see a more even start to the game. Oh, Roxas. Yeah, love the SDI by Dill.
That was, yeah, like you could see the SDI,
yeah,
like visually. This is the sort of thing where players over time, they had to, you know, they had to learn how to, any type of optimization against this character, considering how lethal she is. And right now, the fact that like the combos aren't really extending that well means that, yeah, Dill can play this patient game because he has the percent lead.
Let's see. Oh, gets caught slipping just a little bit right there. It looked like Roxas had the stage control to work with. Dill managing to get in. Of course, banana in hand makes it so much harder to trap this character.
I love Dill's banana placement, by the way. He'll pull banana as like an aggressive projectile.
Right, that hook that it creates when you pull it out is actually pretty scary. It blocks off a lot of approaches.
Not only that, but he uses it sort of like a Bowser Jr. Mecha Koopa. Oh, that's it! While we're talking about his banana placement, his banana was on the floor just watching helplessly as his master got carried off the top.
Not much that a mere fruit can do all the way up there at the top of the screen, though. Oh, love that from Roxas, stealing the banana with the Witch Time. Got some invincibility off of it, but still going to drop his stock. And Dill, here we go. Big grab opportunity, only 25 so far, but yes, he puts you in an unfavorable position. That's why we call it the Vortex, like Street Fighter. Hit you once for a little bit of damage, but once you're done being hit, you're still in a compromising spot.
Dill doing a lot of this rolling, trying to get behind Roxas. You know, that's actually a pretty good option considering that, like, if you're out of up B range. I'm not sure if there's a... Oh, that's it!
Yeah,
that's it.
Just a little bit too short.
Yeah, so if you get hit by, like, a weak move as Diddy Kong when you're doing barrels, for some reason, you don't get the stall. You notice there. He did not, like, stall his descent, which meant that was it. He fell into the blast zone and was evaporated. That means that Roxas taking game 2, keeping this even at 1-1.
Insane stuff so far throughout the set. A lot of wacky moments. Just that Witch Time into the forward smash at the end of game 1 was kind of crazy. And then we see, as game 2 finishes, just the slightest nudge from the up B.
Yeah, you also notice that he fell out of the up B. He like got, I don't know, it's like single hit up B, and then he was still able to combo with it into the kill. Sometimes SDI doesn't save you enough.
No, sometimes it could set you up, but generally most of the time it saves you, so you want to be doing that. Don't get any ideas, kids. Okay, just runs right up in there, confident that Dill was going to shoot another peanut.
Oh, I love that Z-drop, turning that bad situation around, and now Dill with some stage control.
Oh, and some witch time to think about his mistakes.
That's a lot of landing lag, though, and not a huge punish. Right now, Roxas is getting much more consistent damage, even when I think he's going for these reset situations. Just over like the course of 30 seconds is able to pull him out into the depths of the blast zone.
That's so funny how Diddy's trip animation saved him from the hillside there, but is he just dead? Is he just dead? He is.
Why is he taking him to Town and City? I don't want to backseat game here, but like, what's his
yeah?
What?
I don't know what his angle is here. Maybe it's that Diddy Kong kills very reliably off the top here, and if that doesn't happen to you, okay, fine for Bayo. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's not really going to get a raw kill off the top too early, but I still have to question it myself.
I don't think we're seeing it for game.
Yeah, not going to repeat that again, yeah.
Okay.
Just going to go next door to the town over on the character select screen. All right. Let's see if the scenery changes enough to switch things up here for Dill. Got kind of clobbered that last match, but already a pretty good start winning the initial gambits.
So he did get clobbered, but keep in mind, he's like, this is how the matchup goes. Diddy Kong gets consistent damage, really puts, Bayo in a bad spot over and over again, makes her life, oh my God. Speaking of life being difficult, that's gonna require therapy. Oh!
You see those barrels, man? And it's go time. You let the Beyblades rip, and that's a stock every time. A lot of characters have moves like that that you can do to Diddy Kong.
It just keeps going. I think he's gone. He's gone, I think.
Oh,
he's gone. That was it. Oh, my God.
That was possibly the fastest 2 games that I've ever seen. Like, I've seen individual games faster than both of those, but 2 in a row?
Let's just quickly state, Roxas is in grand finals right now.
He is. He is.
Really fast and hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, this is going to be a slobber knocker, to use a cliche. These guys love beating face. They play very quick characters. Fox, more aggressive than Greninja, but I mean, you could play both sides of the field with either of them.
Definitely. One interesting thing is that Greninja loves to be vertical. He has those massive hops at his disposal. Ooh, but in general, I think that offstage is going to be pivotal because we're already seeing that Light is really consistent in terms of damage. Venia probably has to go for more setups in order to get those big numbers. So right now, right as I'm saying that, just juggling over and over again with up air. Ooh, but that's a bad situation being put in. Venia trying to go for the mix up there and instead ends up losing his stock. Light looking like he is on a tear. I don't think he likes being in loser's bracket.
No, not that he could do anything about it, but
I think he's doing something about it.
Yeah, if this is his customer service complaint form about being in losers, then it's working. I would give this guy a refund. And that refund, of course, will only come in the form of taking 2 sets off of Roxas. That's pretty much his sole mission at this point. Both of these guys looking to win the tournament, of course. And certainly, as we said before, strong contenders to do so. Surprising to see them both in losers already. Well, not already. This is for 4th, but still.
Yeah, there were a lot of... Oh, my sweet Christmas.
Doesn't matter how much percent you see there. That number at the bottom center, irrelevant.
So, Light's being consistent right now. That was definitely a convincing game.
It was.
It wasn't even like I felt like Light was actually in it, like basically excelling in each of the stages. Neutral was really good, his advantage was great, and Venia wasn't even getting that many combos on him. And that sort of thing, if you're just not keeping up, it's gonna be a 2-star.
Got to make sure you're landing those kills, and plus, he had 110. He was ripe for the picking at the end there, but just a couple hits into the fair footstool.
There was actually one point in which he got the up smash, but the Smashville platform ended up interfering. I think that actually might have ended Light's stock if the second hit had connected.
True.
So I think that's one of the reasons why we're going to FD. Of course, this stage is good for Greninja regardless. Oh, but maybe not looking so much at the moment as Light is just once again running train over Venia. Just 118% on his body with nary a response.
See what Light wants. It's that weak neutral air or a down air into the up smash for the finish. Fox, although he has so much raw kill power, limited in the ways in which he can set a kill up. So a little bit linear. We're going to see Venia playing around that, actually stealing the first stock. Only 75 before the hit there.
And I was talking before about how the advantage was like not looking so great for Venia. Completely making me eat my words, as that combo was beautiful, just covering so many options until he ended a really early stock, and now he's actually looking at a lead right now in this game too.
Yeah, we were talking about raw kill power for Fox. Greninja, also very strong in his own right. Has some setups too, but wow, 75% with forward smash. Not even Fox up smash is going to kill you that early.
Yeah, I like this patience from Venia, respecting Light a lot. Ooh, and finally finding his opening. I'm wondering what Light at this point just seems to be wanting to get back to stage. Okay, this could be big. The dash attack opening up. Oh, I think he was half looking for a fair footstool again, but Venia not giving him a chance.
That shadow sneak over and over again saying, get off of me. You're not going to get this free air dodge read. Just because I'm off stage in a bad position doesn't mean I can't still threaten you. Going for these space forward airs. Couldn't get himself out of the corner, though. You saw Venia paying respect. He's like, okay, I know Light is locking me down here. I'm not going to try to cross over to the other side of him because he's probably got an up tilt for me.
Oh my god, such good attack chase. And all of a sudden, Venia's huge lead is looking a lot slimmer, as definitely Light has ways to close out the stock. Side being the other way, of course, the ultimate mix-up. I'm assuming that was a misinput, but oof. Right now, Venia with stage control has just been hitting him not enough.
Oh man, what a back and forth match there, and it's going to be Light closing it out 2-0, sending Venia to fourth. Not a bad showing, especially for Greninja among all these top tiers. We've got Fox, we've got Sheik Diddy, we've got Bayo, but Greninja, the lone mid-tier in top 4. But, I mean, you want to look a little bit down, you've got John Numbers, repping Be Fit. Also, where did Sinji finish today?
What? The mix-ups are super risky. For instance, you can do ledge, like drop down, jump up, and side B. But if he reads that, it up tilts you. All of a sudden, you're off stage without a jump. And we're seeing this, though. Dill, so the thing is, this matchup might be bad, but, like, Dill went out of his way, figured out this matchup, essentially. Like, it might not be great on paper, but he's been using it as a Fox counter for years now.
Smash 4 is hands down the game in which stuff on paper matters the least. I'd say this or Marvel 3. Just because all the crazy stuff happens, man. You got Rage, you got setups, you got 2 stocks. There's a lot of things to watch out for.
Not only that, but there's players, like, just, you know, sometimes there's an advantage one over another. Oh,
Very
trying to
true.
go for that forward smash. And now all of a sudden, that's a tiny little shield, and he wasn't, that was just a shield poke. That was a raw shield poke. Dill not very, like, cognizant of how much shield health he had left. And Light just like, okay, you're done. I'm throwing out this neutral, and I think even if you spot dodged, you would have gotten hit.
Saw the red in his eyes.
Now all of a sudden, you know, Dill started off this game pretty well. He should be fine.
Oh, and just short of it.
When did he burn his jump?
I don't know. Might have been. Here, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Light is so good at smothering you and cutting your options off. Oh, he just never touched the ground throughout the whole thing.
Oh.
Crazy stuff. All right, well, rest in peace to Dill's Mewtwo, as he's going to be switching right off to Diddy. I like this. Use your most solid, tried and true character. I mean, there's, I guess, debate as to who that is for Dill, but as of late, it's been Diddy Kong for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he also does have the Sheik, but that Sheik is rusty and mostly has pre-patch habits. So, I'm wondering, now this is what we were talking about before, is a little more relevant. I think that he once again is going to have to be a little bit more matching Light's aggression. Because like Light has played this matchup, and yeah, like already he's in his face and finding the openings. Shine, okay, yeah, we're playing the correct game.
Oh, wow, getting the laggy forward air, but still safe just because of how much range that move has. Deceived him into going for a shield grab. Dill already off to a great start here. just shutting Fox out with the superior buttons
Yeah.
of Diddy Kong, man. That forward air, not a lot of characters that don't have swords have a straight up answer to that.
Yeah, and right now just not letting him have room to breathe. Oh, but a missed tech right there is really going to hurt as he's all of a sudden off stage, but saves his jump, means that he can make it back just fine, even with some stage control. Okay, another nice back air from Dill. Oof, but he winds up off stage. I like that monkey flip with the hitbox. It means that he possibly, honestly, they're just trading. And this is what I was talking about before, where they're trading back and forth, but it is advantageous for Dill. The percents are definitely on his side. Not only that, but Dill, Light definitely has a lot of things he has to be worried about in terms of dying. That up tilt included. Dill also can't rest too easy. What did he just do? He just raised his hand, I think. He was just like, yeah. Okay, Dill has been getting away with that forward air on shield. Light not always able to punish it. I think maybe probably pivot up tilt would be the most reliable way to do that. One of the interesting things about Diddy Kong is that for a lot of his aerials, they don't have great landing lag.
Yeah, pretty much Nair's the only one that, or Nair and Bear are pretty quick. Wow, the chase down though. You always have to respect Diddy Kong because he's pulling a trick out of somewhere. Somehow he'll be able to turn a situation into a kill.
Okay, another nice up tilt to up air. Light's been doing consistent damage. This is best 3 out of 5, so Dill has a little bit more breathing room. If he loses this set, he has another shot, but he definitely doesn't want to lose this set outright. But I don't know if he's going to have that opportunity as Light just continuously puts him in a bad situation. That might be it. Oh, beautiful power shield.
All right, banana in hand. Close to curtains for Dill. I feel like especially with that banana in hand. Gonna get the downer, yeah, crosses him up and 2 jabs to an up smash. We've seen this before.
Yeah, and once again, like, it's really hard for Dill because when they were on even footing, he was able to be aggressive. He was able to be in his face. You saw all those forward airs, all those grabs, just the pressure. But once he got to those higher percents, he has to play more safe. And that meant that now Light is the one who gets to put the pressure on his shield. And right there, you see the jabs, everything just crossing him up and not able to, punish that. It's sort of like a lose more condition, where as soon as he starts to, it starts to run away from him and he has to be worried about being killed, he has even less options. Like he has less of a game plan in neutral. It's not just options that are gone.
All right, one final chance here for Dill. He's got to win 3 straight to take this home. Okay, what do you have for this, Dill? How are you getting out of the ledge situation? Managed to hang on, but eating some... Oh, no, I thought he was going to eat a fat combo right there. Nothing too serious, though.
That up air combo break, it is still fast. And Light not respecting it means that all of a sudden he's taking a lot of damage from this whole combo here. Right now, oh, interesting. Side beats. They wanted to, change
exactly,
places.
Yeah, Dill just sailing right on over. Sticks out the kick for protection as well, but the charge of all charges there by Light. He knew Dill wanted to answer with a button, and I think because he shrinks down a little bit during the charge, he got out of that.
Yeah, no, that was like an amazing, because we saw in that situation happen like twice already this set, where Dill would forward air his shield, and he was actually spaced out of range to be punished. Nice there, evening up the stock count, but in that situation, just downloading, remembering, and there you see the hurt box shifting of the up smash in order to get a crazy early kill. Dill not looking in such high good spirits anymore.
Also, you see Light had to adjust his combo there. He could have gotten perfect pivot up till after that, but he plays smash stick. So smart by him, knowing he just had to go for a grab in order to continue that.
I think that's so cool, interesting.
It is, right?
Yeah, it's... Everyone says, oh, it's optimal for Fox to be playing, attack stick and L jump, but no, he needs those smash attacks, I guess. Ooh, speaking of smash attacks, big ol' forward smash from Dill.
Oh, clanks the banana out on the way, and is that it? Yeah, what? No DI, it seemed like, from Dill either. He just got launched straight to the skies, and it's going to be Light closing it out 3-0. Not the most convincing game 3, but the rest of the set looked pretty darn good for him.
Yeah, I feel like Dill was making adjustments, but The problem is, like, when you get to those kill percents, you really need to be focused on how to end the stock, especially when you play like Dill, which is, you know, Dill's like, I'm just going to keep doing damage. I'm going to keep majors. We've seen Light doing so much work, although Mars actually recently has been
oh, they're both ridiculous.
retaliated.
They're both insane. All right, here we go. It's going to be grand finals. Roxas, out of nowhere, man, I'd say past 6 months, has become a serious name to watch out for. Meanwhile, MVG Light, you probably know this guy, but fairly new blood himself. Going in a matchup that's not very good for his character, though certainly not unwinnable.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, like, he's new blood in that he was not a Brawl player, really. You know, like, we never really saw him in the Brawl days. He came in for this game and just put the grind in. But same could be said for Roxas. I'm pretty sure he was, like, 2 when Brawl came out. I don't know.
Yeah.
But as it stands right now, nice tech. But it's important to keep in mind, Roxas was the one who knocked Light into losers. This is Light's chance at a run back, but he needs to take 2 sets in order to even this up. Or actually, he needs to take 2 sets in order to win the whole tournament.
Yeah, their winner's bracket set was kind of crazy. Oh, I love the step dashes there from Roxas. Very slick player, man. He's got some tech that not a lot of people are looking out for. Ooh, so does Light, though.
Wait, he didn't hear I come. He didn't hear I come.
No, he didn't.
That's so strange. All right. Maybe he's trying to go for the mix.
Oh, that was certainly a mix. Falls out of the down air, recognizes it, gets a pivot grab for his trouble. I love Light's playstyle, man. I love how he will get the end of side B, too, when you least expect it. Just breaks the zone, crosses you up, so even if he doesn't hit you, he's still relatively safe.
Oh my god, that was so smart! I mean, he's coming back, but that was still so smart.
I like how he backed off after the up tilt, waited for the air dodge, but just a little bit slow to pull the trigger on his confirm.
Fantastic smash DI there, being able to get too low for anything to really end him off the top. A beautiful tech, trying to retaliate immediately, but he'll end up... Man, the ledge grabs that are going on.
Light is crazy. I love how he just techs that and immediately tries to scum him out with the forward air.
On a Bayonetta, nonetheless.
What a dirty trickster. It would have worked.
And so here's the thing. We've seen it already against Dill. He's living, but that was the second time he's got that read. You know, maybe Roxas has to be more careful with how he operates at disadvantage.
No.
Or
okay. You just had to not see that for my day to still be okay.
Well, we might. You're not out of the woods yet,
no,
because right now Roxas has a lot of rage on his body. One solid combo could end Light, especially considering we're on Town and City.
Yeah, I'm fine with another combo, just not at 18%. Light just hopping around, holding down the stage. 1 whiff, and that's all it takes. First game going to him. He's got a long road ahead of him. 5 more W's to take this tournament.
Returning to base.
6 more.
5.
6 more. Oh, 5 after this.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a doof.
It's all good.
I will say I also love that. So Roxas went for that dash attack because usually when you go for that dash attack, you're like, I need a zone break. You're confident that they're going to stay in this space. But Light fading back ever so slightly. I feel like that was a really big call out on his part. I think that Roxas needs to make some adjustments because it feels like Light is not just getting caught by the stuff anymore.
Right, got to be a little bit more thoughtful about the approaches. Can't get impatient, too. Light was just saying, come at me. Come try to anti-air me.
Ha! Single laser. I mean, it was extra damage. It was technically optimal, but it looks disrespectful for sure.
It does, yeah, and getting hit by that infuriates your opponent, too, because they're like, oh, no, I'm not sitting back and taking more damage from lasers, even if the Fox has no intention of firing them. Then that just opens a world of opportunity when they come to you.
Oh my god. He is... Oh no! That taunting and body combo? I don't want to see it because, like, there is an actual strategy to taunting. But you taunt when you think it's going to do you good. But as it seems like this is actually now turned the aggression up from Roxas. But really smart from there. Light now going to clean that up with an up smash, knowing that he wanted to be pushing those buttons. So that was the taunt to up smash true combo.
Let's see, the witch time, and we're at an even game once again. All right, it's Roxas's turn to put some damage on. Solid Bayo conversion could do even 45. I was going to say 32 before he got hit, but still very much possible to make this up in one hit.
This is such a great up tilt out of shield from Light.
Ooh.
It leads to all of this damage, and Roxas is in the corner now. Not necessarily, Bayo normally isn't scared of being in the corner, but Light definitely makes it look a lot worse than it is.
She's also normally not scared of coming down from the air because she can hold that neutral air, but you see it leaves her open from underneath, and Light has been getting so much mileage off the up tilts to catch her on the way down.
At the same time, that neutral air has deceptively low end lag.
True.
So if Light isn't careful, he can get witch timed when he's trying to cover landings like that.
Oh no, not quite a single hit, but still not enough hits to SDI properly, and that gave so much damage to Roxas. Still in danger of dying to an up smash, but now Light also has to be extremely careful.
His smash DI has gotten so good.
Woo! The back air covering a lot of space at the edge there, man, just all the way down.
Yeah, right now, Light going up 2-0, giving a shake of his head. Get it all out. He's looking really confident. I think that, Roxas does have a second set to work with, but he was actually so close to taking a Xeno. He's on the winner's side of things, and he beat Light in winner's bracket. So the fact that all of a sudden Light seems to have just, he did something, Roxas is going to have to retaliate with something incredible as well.
Certainly not over by any means. Still has this set and a totally fresh one right after that. So maybe Light might not have the stamina to run this all the way back too. Playing Bayonetta is kind of mentally exhausting. You got to be so careful when you fight her. Can't press buttons. Can't land on the ground. Can't get back to the stage.
Oh my God, what a beautiful tech though. Oh, no way, no way. Okay, yeah, there was no way.
Light, definitely the last guy to be missing techs. He's so on point with it almost every single tournament I've ever watched. I've seen him maybe miss like 3.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay, well, not today, but if Light didn't get too much off of that, then I would consider it worth it. Got to respond with some sass of your own.
Yeah, for sure. And as it stands right now, again, doing that same option of teching away on the drag down forward air.
I've been thinking this whole time that Light is like reading almost like a personality-based tech chase, right? It's like Venia, he was the only one who he read that he was going to go in, and he just knew the first time. It's like, yeah, Venia's trying to get in there and scrap with you, right? But like Dill, Roxas, Ralphie, they're all trying to like create a little bit of space, and they all have rolled out so far. Oh my God. Oh,
4 taunts,
okay.
5 taunts. Oh my Lord. This is not what you usually see in a grand finals. This is looking more like a 4 Glory match that somehow wound up on Smashville.
Wow, another down smash. These guys are just bullying each other. They don't like each other right now. I don't know about in real life, but in the game, there's a grudge for sure. How dare you take a set off me at winners? How dare you take 2 games off me in a row? Well, 3 now.
And now we have the bracket reset. This is true grand finals. I will say, I think that the taunts, there's a strategic value to taunting.
Absolutely.
Which is, when you see the taunt, it can make your opponent just see red.
You ever play Pokemon?
Yes.
You know when you throw a rock in the Safari Zone?
Yeah.
That's a taunt.
Got angry.
Yeah.
Then fled. Damn it,
Right,
Chansey. Oh my God.
But yeah, as you were saying.
Yeah, so I think that the interesting thing is that this set has actually gotten more aggressive as time has gone on. I think because that bubbling rage is building.
And not just the percents, bro. These guys are mad at each other for sure. Got the auto cancel up air. Ooh, Light.
What is
okay,
he doing?
you're
He's so
crazy.
silly.
This guy's nuts. Is he dead? No, he's not.
Oh, he's dead.
Now he's certainly dead. Wow, okay, that's the 4th missed tech from Light that I've ever seen in my life.
Roxas turning up though. Maybe he just wanted, he's just like, listen, it wouldn't be a real new champion if I didn't have a true grand finals.
Very true.
So,
wants to make it count. Wants to just feel like he's on the edge.
oh yeah. No, we wanna be excited here. And he is bringing the excitement as this combo does not finish it off, but that is still a hefty amount of damage.
Yeah, a solid 60 and a solid up smash out of shield from Light, recognizing just 1 unsafe ground normal, hitting his block.
1 taunt that time. I think maybe he's a little more scared. Oh,
True.
Again, fantastic smash DI. Takes a whole lot of damage, but no stock gone, meaning that he has the chance to open up a bunch of damage of his own.
All right, these back airs building the percent, but still no big hit confirms, no combos. Light still finding his way back out of the disadvantage situation. There we go, a weak nair. keeping it going. A missed tech from Roxas this time, costing him a lot. Oh, and the dirty cross-up. Roxas showing no quarter right there. He's like, all right, man, might as well just swing the back air.
Yeah. Now we finally have Roxas getting the first game on the board since we've started this grand finals. And Light is a momentum-based player.
Certainly.
And, you know, he just was really feeling himself in the first set of grands. But honestly, it's one of those funny things where the fact he only taunted once after he got the kill means that maybe he's slowing down a little bit.
I don't know, man. Perhaps not. He did not look content dropping that game, as we see him already coming back out with a vengeance immediately.
That's the second time he's missed that tech now.
Huge. And Light reacting to that as well. He's ready for pretty much all the actual tech options, as well as an easy turnaround up tilt. There we go.
Oh, my Lord. Look at that. Yeah, Light, no taunts this time. He is taking this dead seriously. I think he should, because despite the fact he has this lead, Roxas's combos are looking a little more consistent right now.
4 up tilts in a row for sure, consistent. All right, off the stage, gets the tech, yeah, not going up to 5 yet. Got the empty hops from Light, but wow, Roxas, who follows up like that? That was insane, and he's gonna eat a ton of damage from that up smash.
Oh, back air putting him off stage once again. Oh, this could be huge for Light.
Yo, who follows up like that?
Oh my God, reading the air dodge with that neutral air. Oh my, it's still going.
The up tilt to down air was brilliant. It took him from off the stage on the other side of him and put him in a position where he could follow up.
That was crazy. That was, he didn't get touched that entire time. This, you know, we're looking at this right now and this was cool and everything, but that started like at 40.
And there you see one of the hard advantages to Light's choice of picking Smash Stick. Get the perfect pivot down smash, has more knockback on the back hit, and of course you can catch those ledge regrabs, which Fox actually isn't the best at. After a trump, he pretty much either gets back air or makes the opponent grab the edge again. So very smart to go for that, recognizing the strengths of his own character or control setup.
Forced to up B. Oh, he's going to come out the other side.
Oh my God. All right, the 5th miss tech, and he literally just threaded the needle from one side to the other. That was beautiful by Roxas. Who plays the game like these two?
That's like a task. Like, have you ever watched those brawl tasks where they go to the bottom of the stage and start fighting?
No
That's
mods
what
necessary.
That was.
Bayo is just that nutty. All right, hanging out on the edge right there. Not scared at all. He just dive kicked all the way off, trying to keep himself safe, trying to eliminate that landing lag. Very smart. Roxas has retreated to the edge most of the times. He's used a lot of specials.
Oh, that was great there, recognizing that Light was looking for something. Light ends up finding it, though, with that up smash.
And not blocking long enough.
Yeah, and now, you know, Roxas had that huge lead, but the neutral and just damage have been so consistent for Light that it's just completely gone at this point. One laser will even them up.
Oh, I thought he was going to get a knockdown situation off that, and then the heel slide would have been a lot scarier. Now, though, Light, little lead here. Roxas in the corner, that's pretty much all he needs. We've seen him close games out from this situation, just repeating the same process over and over again with ledge traps.
Oh, this could be really big, though. Oh, fantastic. Once again, Light is just not getting hit by the same stuff that we've been seeing everyone else falling victim to.
Oh, no, and he drops it. Light usually so ready for that, but this is the first time Roxas has chosen roll in the whole set.
Oh, that up B normally so good, but without frame 3 up tilt, I believe.
Yeah.
That has to be, yeah, gotta be even more careful.
And that witch time so good for the little stall it gave Roxas, just allowing him to throw Light's timing off. That time, though, he was completely ready for it. Back airs him from the skies, taking the 3rd game. All of a sudden, he's got counter pick advantage, and he's on tournament point.
Yeah, and Light fighting all the way back from losers, beating some really solid players in order to get to this point. And he's one game away from getting that championship for himself.
6 games of grand finals he had to win to do this, and he's won 5 of them. Let's see. Does Roxas have the clutch factor? Oh, wait, whoa, was he ready? It looked like he was still standing up. Yeah.
That's
I'd be tight. I would reset. But hey, props to Light, man. You're a real sport.
it's just Bayonetta things.
It's just, you know, run up and get a free grab. No big deal on a character who has touch of deaths. No, it's fine. If anything, man, Light has to win for that.
Well, you know, here's the thing. We say we take those, so will we take those? It might only be 18%, but, you know, maybe it has a little bit more of that conditioning because Light has... Actually, it's interesting. Light is not as aggressive as we've been seeing him before. He's taking it a little bit slower.
I think he's letting Roxas tire himself out. Just whiff the moves in my face, come to me, and that's what's going to get him through this. Otherwise, Witch Time and Witch Twist could blow up your whole game plan.
Oh, speaking of Witch Twist, oh, I like the way Roxas has been following through with these combos, not able to get the edge guard.
No way.
He did!
Fastest thing alive. Ah! All right. I respect that, though.
Oh, yeah, that's actually the second time we've seen Roxas punish the side B with a Witch Time. Okay, big combos. Bayonetta's frame just a little bit too small, that back air whiffing, meaning that this gives him the opportunity to okay.
What is going to happen here? Okay, Roxas salvages the combo just a little bit, but barely taking any damage. 2 up tilts missing. I feel like that was a mixture of Smashville platform and just weird placement on Fox for that whole Witch Time. Either way, Roxas going to hold on to the stock lead here. Possibly not for long, though.
Oh, what a back air. You know, we've been talking about earlier how that's such a good option that Light never gets punished for. But, like, they've been playing quite a bit today. This is their, what is this? This is like their 10th game against each other or something. So, yeah, Roxas seems to be figuring out his habits. Is this the first time?
Jesus.
We hadn't been seeing that all set. And then Roxas pulling it out right when he needs to. Now he's looking at a Game 5 situation. Either one of these players can take it for the gold.
And that was so crazy because the side switching, the different way that you could face with Witch Twist, that all changes how you want to SDI against Bayonetta. And I feel like Roxas kind of threw Light off there. He's consistently either just gone down and fallen out of every vertical combo, or he's mixed his DI up pretty solidly and been unreadable for Roxas. So
I'm surprised he's not down tilting.
yeah, right, to shoot some bullets of his own. But that commits him to that action for however many frames. And if Light realizes it, he can maybe get in there with a dash attack or dash grab because of how fast he is.
Remember how it was really hyped just a second ago? Oh, no, now he has to approach.
Yep.
A critical error. Oh, also down
no,
tilt.
stalemate. I don't know how much we're going to see of this before one of them cracks. I feel like it's going to be Roxas who has to approach. Fox is the one who can really just spam that from full screen away.
Honestly, I think that was such a good thing for Light to start the game out with. Is that, like, I feel like Light is trying to get Roxas to be more aggressive. You know, that's what those taunts were for. And in a way, that was also kind of a taunt. You know, he's saying, like, listen, come to me. And I know you're going to come to me. So just do it already.
Yeah, there are 2 matches being played right now. There's the one you see on the screen and the unspoken battle between these 2 players mentally, where little things like that are going to change the course of what happens in Smash. All right, just taking the raw damage. Up B, side B, back air. That's a lot.
I love that. Using the slight stall from down air to turn that bad situation around. Roxas with a nice lead of about 20% and putting Light off stage. If he completes this edge guard, that would be huge.
I think he made a mistake by jumping there. That cost him the situation, and now an up tilt to back air. That should have been a clean stock for Roxas. Instead, we're going to see Light run away with it.
Well, let's see how far he can run. Already 16% onto Roxas. He has to be scared. Oh, man, Light just turning up the damage right now.
At this point, any Witch Time Roxas throws out is super obvious. I feel like Light's just going to avoid using attacks in general. He's going to rely on his speed. Only attack when he knows Bayonetta's either committed to another action or just wide open.
Roxas is having to play at the ledge over and over again. That, oh, really upping him out there. That bat within saving his skin. Let's see, though. He needs to figure out how to take this stock really soon. Down throw might even be a factor.
You can see the impatience starting to come into play, and those high percents as well. It's hard for Bayonetta to get her auto combos to work.
Oh! And there it is. The critical read. Roxas being up in that Game 5 for just a brief moment, but Light, after taking that first stock, just played it perfectly and ends up, after a crazy loser's run, taking Grand Finals your Xenosaga 15 champion.
Love how he closed that out, too. He ran up, put his shield up, says, okay, if you tech in place, I'm just going to do a quick up smash out of shield. But if you miss the tech, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to either hard read your roll out, because Roxas has been doing that throughout multiple sets. 3 sets they played now. That was his go-to escape option. Or, you know, Light has those crazy reactions and smash stick, so if he had gone in, might have just been able to take that on reaction.